All right, here we go. Breaking news. Luka Doncic has been the face of the Dallas Mavericks and should be for some time now. That's right. Jason Kidd, Mark Cuban, Dirk Nowitzki, Michael Finley, everybody dispatched over to Slovenia to make sure that Luka signed. That's right. My name is Luka, and I just signed a 5-year, $207 million extension. It's 4 years plus a player option for that 5th year. So Luka will be in the fold for the Dallas Mavericks. All right, here you go. You know the kid's a player. You want 25, 5-5 through your first 3 seasons? That's pretty good company. I mean, whenever I see a stat like that, I always look and see who else is on the list. When the other people on the list are LeBron, Michael Jordan, and Oscar. And by the way, Oscar for a year averaged a triple-double with over 30 points a game. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big O, MJ, King, Luka. That is your list. There's my guy, Coach Avery Johnson. Yes, NBA Coach of the Year, also world champion as a player, and was in Dallas as an assistant head coach for 4 years. So you know this team, you know this culture. When you see that he signed, it seemed like there was maybe some talk that he wanted out of Dallas and wasn't all that happy. Was there any smoke there, or was that all just, whatever? What do we have on this?
EK, I don't believe that there was any smoke there. And it's funny, I text Mark Cuban today a late happy birthday because his birthday was on July 31st. I didn't realize when he responded to my text, he was in Slovenia because he's a happy man now. He went over there to get his main man, his Batman, re-signed or signed to this extension. Mission accomplished. As you said, he took some of the key folks with him, Dirk, Michael Finley, Jason Kidd, all were there. Even Casey Smith, the trainer, went with them. But this was all about Luka Doncic and making sure that he's comfortable moving forward. There was no smoke here. He was never leaving the Mavericks. This is all about a relationship specifically that he has with Mark Cuban, Dirk Nowitzki, the fan base. They got their coach in Jason Kidd, who they targeted. Jason Kidd is a former Maverick. I had a chance to coach him when I was coaching the Mavericks. And so I think this is basically a match made in heaven. They got the magic done. They got Luka done, and now they can move forward.
All right. They also have the unicorn, right? Porzingis, 7'3", can shoot it, whatever, and that's sort of been their 1-2 punch. What does this mean for him? Do they now bring him in and lock him up and make it this is our squad? Might they trade him? What do you see for the rest of the team now that they're clearly going to build around Luka, not just for a year or two, but for the next 5 years?
Yeah, and I think Porzingis really, as he's been all along, going to be under the microscope. Now that they have Luka locked up, I think there are going to be some really, really hard conversations, and it's probably already started. Luka, how do you feel playing with Porzingis? Is he a guy that you can depend on? With all of his extraordinary numbers, they haven't made it past the first round since he's been in his playoff career. So I think Luka's going to have a lot to do with this. Jason Kidd's going to look at how can he utilize both of those guys together. Is Porzingis going to be their full-time 5-man stretch 5, or is he going to play some 4 defensively, which has been problematic for him? How do they function on the court together defensively? So I think there's going to be some really hard conversations. Fortunately, they have Tim Hardaway locked up. They signed him because he was an unrestricted free agent. That solved the shooting problem. But I think right now, the biggest and the toughest conversation they're going to have, EK, is going to be about whether Porzingis should be moved or whether he remains in the Mavericks uniform.
If Avery Johnson was in that room when they went around the table and everybody had their vote or say, you would say what?
Bye-bye.
You would.
See you later. I think maybe trade him for 1 or 2 other pieces that can give them some even more versatility. I just don't know if they can get it done with Porzingis being a guy that you got to count on playing 36 minutes a game. He's had a ton of health issues. Sometimes he can't even play in back-to-back games. So I would say if I'm sitting in that chair, I would look for another landing spot for him to see if they can improve their roster.
There you go. I had him in studio for the draft. I loved it. I miss you already. Well, you better come back and see me soon. Here he is, our coach, Avery Johnson.
Thanks.
Okay. Look, what do you want to know? He's great. The simple as that. If you were doing a draft right now, if the league folded and we had new franchises, we need to be the first, second, or third pick based on age. Right? 1, 2, or 3. I mean, when you consider everything, that's how good he is, and Dallas has just locked him up. Well done.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.